Hello everybody. This is unbelievable. Need to make a video on this one just so you can understand. This cave here, right by the ocean, it's less than a foot high. Try to get my flashlight here. What's unbelievable about this cave, we're still trying to figure it out. But right in here, again, it's only a clearance of 1 foot. Right here, you can see the tracks. Right here, the engine. And sticking out over there is the barrel of a tank. Unbelievable. How did a tank get in here? There's the hatch. Now this tank is definitely melted. Right outside the opening there's a lot of metal just melted into the rock. This looks like another barrel right here. The main barrel is down there. This could be the machine gun barrel right there. Now this is one tank in Saipan that nobody knows about. I have a feeling I'm the only one that's been in here in the past 67 years. Right over that way I could see some daylight, so there must be an opening over on the other side of all this melted tank. So they probably drove the tank in through the other side and it got hit. It blew up, just completely melted down in here. The tank crew is still inside here, no question about that. There's some pistons. You can see melted metal all the way back. Just over this tank I can see daylight, but it's not enough room for me to get back there right now. Back up that way there's a pot, a cooking pot. A couple of things could have happened. What I'm laying on right now could have been the roof, and when this thing got hit, it blew the roof right down on top of the tank, melted the whole thing. Or it could be a larger opening over there. I'll try to circle around, but we're right next to the ocean and a steep cliff into the ocean. They could have driven it in from the other side and just stuck the barrel right out there, pointing towards the ocean. I've got stuck in this thing a couple times already. Right here looks like the mount for the machine gun would have been sitting on top of this tank. Now it's right there. Let me circle around to get a better view of the cannon down there. The cannon from this tank. Here's some more of it right here. It's completely melted into the rock. It cannot budge. Get an idea of where this thing actually is. Again, that's about less than 1 foot clearance going through there. pointing to the ocean. And it's quite possible that this thing this rock I'm walking on right now was up higher, attached to the ceiling, giving enough room to back a tank into this cave. And this is what they're protecting. This is interesting. Here's a bullet. This bullet is completely attached to the rock right now. I can't even budge it. Lots of miscellaneous iron pieces. Right here. Here's some evidence of very large bombs. Maybe this one's a 1,000-pounder, maybe 2,000. Here's maybe probably a 500-pound bomb. This was the fuse end. They screwed this into the back of the bomb, so when it exploded, this thing popped out, giving, I guess, enough oxygen for the bomb to blow up. These are also melted into this rock. There's another one down there. Right here is what had me confused at first until the tank theory came up. It's a barrel, much larger than a rifle, much smaller than a mounted cannon, but it's exactly the same size as the light tanks the Japanese had here in Saipan during World War II. This is it. The rest of the tank is in pieces, all melted together, going back this way. Unbelievable. I'm going to circle around to the back side of this tank, see if it's possible. Maybe the tank came in from the other side. I do see light, but it's very narrow. Here I'm trying to get around to the back side of that cave. Looks like that was not an option for that tank to get in there. I see another little cave down there. Would have been perfect for a sniper to protect the tank from the troops coming to shore from here, but of course no American soldiers came to shore on this side. Some more melted something in there. And right up there it is. Again, I think this huge rock right here was up there. Kind of looks like it was recently broke off, like 60, 70 years ago, and it landed on top of whatever this was. That would explain how the tank got in here. But that's definitely a tank barrel right there. I need to check the ground out here, see if I see any sign of tank tracks getting in there. It is possible for a tank to come down this slope. the tank is down there in that little crack over there. But this crack keeps on going. I found some wagon wheels up there, maybe from a cannon. But notice this. It's a cooking pipe, a cooking pot. It's now completely melted into the rock. It's solid. But I can see the lid on it. There's a crack in the lid. Here's the handle. You can see the handle of the pot right there. It's solid now. From this angle on that tank, I can see the two huge pistons, and over here to the left a little bit you can see the mount, probably the machine gun mount on the top of the tank. Over that way is the barrel. This is also a very tight squeeze through here. When I was in here earlier, I disturbed a large coconut crab. I think he is more frightened than I was. Right up there, there's a hole dug into the ground. Let me see if I could get to it before my batteries are dead. Again, this is a really tight squeeze, but it may not have been this tight of a squeeze back before the Battle of Saipan. Have to crawl through here on sharp rock. Right here you can see some small cannon wheels. And some water. It's a little bit wider in here. These are also melted into the rock. Cool. There's at least two of them. Looks like more than that. This would have been one of the very light cannons. You could actually pick up the end and roll it around wherever you want it. And this is where they wanted it. Right in here. It's pointing down to this very narrow opening in the cliff. The rest of the cliff on either side is a 100-foot cliff. So this would be the only spot where you can actually scale the cliff and get on to Saipan from this side of the island. And the Japanese knew that, so of course they're protecting every possibility. But this wasn't necessary. This little opening is what that tank was trying to protect. Other than this, it's solid 100-foot high cliffs all the way around this peninsula. He's getting every drop. Luckily I brought some more.